Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. Today I'm putting together a hand-tied bouquet, but I'm going to make it cascading style by using greenery. So to start off, I prep all my flowers. I'm going to separate all the stems from the bushes they might be on, trim away any leaves, stickers, anything that is going to be on the stem that would poke me. And then I'm going to take some of the shorter stuff like the springer right here and elongate it by adding a wire. And then I cover my mechanics with wax floral tape. So I cover up that wire with the tape so that it doesn't poke anybody and it kind of hides better within the bouquet itself. I do have some lamb's ear here that I'm going to trim up to the top. Keep all the leaves. Even at the beginning of the video there, I had some hydrangeas I'm prepping. Make sure you keep those leaves because they come in so handy when trying to hide the back of a bouquet or the mechanics of something. So I always like hanging on to my extra leaves. So I'm hanging on to these lamb's ear leaves. I just trimmed the sides of them and then wrap a wire around. I'm putting two together here to kind of make them clump together a little bit. And then I cover it with the wax floral tape. I do have some spiral eucalyptus too that I'll do the same, just kind of trim up the stem. So I have a clump of foliage at the top and a long stem, and then I'm taking the extra pieces and just making a hairpin out of that wire, grabbing the stems and then wrapping them around each other and then covering it with wax floral tape. And I showed a green leaf, palm leaf down at the end there. I ended up not using it. However, I did prep up some pink beads that were on a string, and I'll show those at the end of the video too when I add them to the bouquet. But to start off, I just grabbed a little bit of the lamb's ear. I'm going to work my roses around it and then my hydrangeas and just kind of going in a circular style. The reason why I thought about doing this video was because roses, lilies, hydrangeas, those are very common wedding flowers, very beautiful in bouquets, but yet they're kind of difficult to work with when trying to do a cascading style bouquet because they're more of a round focal flower. Is to where like the cascade, you're going to have something that drapes over more kind of like orchids or that type of linear linear flowers. Absolutely doable with lilies and roses and hydrangeas, but just to make it easier, this is another way you can make a cascading style bouquet using those flowers. So like I said, I started off with the lamb's ear, worked my roses around it, and the hydrangeas. They're going to be kind of taking a back seat to the stargazer lilies just because those lilies are so bright and unusual. They've got that pointed leaf shape, and they're very large, so they're going to stand out the most. Rather than fighting with them against the roses and the hydrangeas, we'll just let them take the stage. So working it into kind of a round bouquet, I will kind of make a little bit of a teardrop shape so it kind of starts the waterfall effect to the cascading bouquet. Lots of tucking and prepping there. I will use the lamb's ears along the base just to hide my mechanics on the bottom there. You want to keep your secrets on how you made the bouquet. So I'll cover them up using those individual pieces of lamb's ears that I had prepped. So I tuck those along the way. And one thing that I didn't do, but you could do, is just cut small pieces of that springer and tuck them into the bouquet so it's not just all of a sudden there's this different foliage. If you wanted to. I kind of like this effect where it's kind of dramatic and it's got such a nice movement to it. So I tuck in the spring rye. Like I said, I kind of made it a little bit more teardrop shape so it leads into that cascading fall. But you don't have to. You could keep it circular and then just tuck that greenery down along the bottom. Here are the beads that I added to the bouquet. I like the idea of bringing a little bit of that pink color into the bottom. Adds a little bit of glam, different texture, a little bit of just kind of like a pop of color down there too, to kind of tie everything all together. And you can thin out the greenery that hangs down. I'm kind of a fan of the dramatic though, so I left it like that. And then once I have everything all fluffed and ready to go, I tie it off with a chenille stem, which I like using the chenille stem the most because it has a good grip on the bouquet. Just twist it around. I'm going to cover that chenille stem with some wax floral tape and trim off the bouquet stem. And there you go. Got a cascading style bouquet using greenery. Thank you so much for watching.